Okay, it's day 169, I think, of grinding until I become a millionaire. These are just the daily check-in videos where I talk about what I'm working on each day to get myself closer to making $1 million or having $1 million net worth. I don't know. I'm about to go to bed. I'm really tired and just wanted to film this real quick before I did it. Day one of 75 hard again, did all my shit, it's easier now, like when I first started, it was so hard to fit in the 2 workouts and do everything I needed to do. Now it's easy because I have kind of a system, everything works out. I don't really have as many cravings, but I had to restart it because I forgot to read. Like, I literally just forgot. The mental toughness part isn't that hard for me. The remembering shit is hard for me. But, I've got a lot going and I'm pretty excited. So where I'm at currently, I'll just run through it real quick. I serve part-time at Olive Garden. I think I'm going to cut my hours back to like 2 days a week to just maybe 3. I don't know. Because I was thinking of like, if I get one client at $500 a month, then in my head, I'm like, yeah, I don't need to work. I can take off 3 days more per week because that would be about close to $500, but that's not true. Like, it's like close to $500 per week that I make in the 3 weekday shifts. So I'd have to get $2,000 clients for that to make sense. And we're not there yet, but maybe we will be soon. But anyway, I make, $2,000, $3,000 from serving, and I do social media for local businesses here. I plan, film, edit the content. I'm trying to add another depth there, whether it's lead generation. I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but I do that, and that makes me a couple $1,000s a month. And then I have my own YouTube website, and I do affiliate marketing through those. They're not related to anything at all. I'm working on a new YouTube website and stuff like that for the social media side of things, but that's in like very early stages. I'll start a podcast next week and just start growing that thing, the social side of it. It's really funny because like I sell my clients on like, yes, you need to be doing social media, you need to be making content, you need to be putting yourself out there. That's how you build a brand. But then I'm like, I'm not, like I have in the past with my other brands, but with this current brand, I'm just running in fucking circles all day. I don't know what I'm doing. It's stressing me out. Because like, here's the thing, I guess, and this is what I need to expand on to understand a little bit better. But if you're just making social media content for the sake of making social media content, you're wasting your fucking time. You've got to be doing it with a purpose and making sure that like there's a bottom line that you're driving it to. And I haven't quite figured out what that is for my content, for the content that I would make on the social media marketing side. I have 2 rough ideas, but one's general public facing, one's business facing, and I haven't figured out how to blend those 2 pieces of content, because I need to make content that reaches just general people, because then putting the businesses on my social media and having that social media is like a bonus for them. But I also need to make videos, in my opinion, educating business owners on social media tactics so that I build credibility with them and they eventually want to work with me or just want me to do it for them. So I've got those 2 different things, and I don't want to split it into 2 brands. I don't want to add 2 more brands onto it. I just want it to be under one umbrella. And it's a challenging thing. And I've been thinking on it for months, trying to figure it out, and I'll go back and forth. But I don't know. But anyway, it's hard to post content, it's hard to create content, it's hard to do all that if you don't know exactly what that content does for you. Because I'm like very much like with the BMX stuff, I know that anytime I post, I'm driving people towards my free lead magnet, I'm driving people towards a course, I'm driving people wherever, and I know that putting that out there eventually is going to get views and drive them there. So it's cool. If I make a video right now, it's like I don't have a system set up. Like, somebody likes it, that's cool. Like, but where am I sending them? What am I going to do with that? So getting that fine-tuned and figure out, it's going to happen over the next few months, I guess. But to me, it's not super high priority. I'm still like figuring out my pricing. I'm figuring out what I'm offering. Like that changes every day. Last week it was like 2 weeks ago, it was like, okay, $500 a month or $1,000 a month. And then it was like $650 a month, $1,000 a month. And then now it's like, you know what? Fuck that. We're just doing $1,000 a month. And then I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'll do $1,000 a month and add like a $200 a month or $150 a month, like coaching program or mentor where I'll just help them with their social media. They can do it on their own. Don't know what that would look like, but maybe that's an option. It's like, yeah, you can't afford the 1,000, boom, here, let me help you out. You're gonna have to do it on your own, but I'll help you so that you're not fucking up. And that could work good. I don't know. I think that's kind of what I've landed on. But I have a few people, like I had a phone call yesterday and then a message today from somebody that I pitched like 500 as an option. And I'm like, I just got to stop doing that. But I got to iron it out. And as I'm working with different people, I'm understanding like what to offer. This guy, he's like, okay, so he texts me back after a call. So he texts me today. We talked yesterday. He's like, okay, so for 500 a month, I get this many posts, and then you charge extra to set up like the lead magnet and set up all that. And I'm like, damn, I don't know. Because I talked about that on the phone, but I was like, yeah, no, I don't normally do that unless it's unless you're on the $1,000 a month plan. Then it's included and posting's included. I don't want to be posting, but I think that that's a big value add for them. So anyway, so it's like I'm tweaking it with every client. I'm like, okay, this is working good. This isn't working. I like this. I hate this. I want to do more of this. I don't want to do any of this. And once I get all of that figured out there, and I just have a few set offers that are super solid that I'm confident in, then it's easier to just drive people to that. And I'm just not there yet. And I'm okay with that. I'm taking on jobs that I probably wouldn't or shouldn't for low prices just to get in and get stuff figured out and just get some data points behind everything so I can be more efficient as I'm pricing and as I'm growing. So those are the things that I'm working on. It's a lot. I spent a lot of today. It felt like just running around. I guess I got a lot done cleaning and stuff. I didn't like sit down and start working until like 1:00. And then I worked on a few things, worked on the website for the client. This one's going to turn out pretty good. I'm excited about it. And yeah, had a few phone calls, had a few messages back and forth with people. And it's cool to see, it's cool to see people start reaching out more and having questions and wanting help. And like, I don't know. I know I'm going to get 2 clients this month. I'm very, very, very confident. Very, very confident. I have a meeting with somebody tomorrow that's looking at the highest plan, like $3,000 a month. I hope that works out. Like, honestly, it's not even about selling them on it. It's like, look, if I had $3,000, if I ran a bigger business and I wanted, like, I understand the importance of YouTube, right? Like when I built up my YouTube brand, I was spending so much time planning, filming, editing, posting, doing all of that and repurposing. Like it took me forever to do it, but that's all I was doing, right? Sad part, I wasn't making hardly any money. So in a heartbeat, if that YouTube channel was making me, or I guess if I had a brand that was making me $10,000 a month, I would 100% pay somebody $3,000 a month to film, edit, plan the content, so I could just focus on what's making me $10,000, and then that person would build my YouTube channel in a way that turns that 10 to 20 to 30, right? And that's the person that I want to be for these people. And so it's like, it's finding that middle area where they're not reliant on the YouTube, they're not reliant on the social media, but with my skills and what I know how to do, I can help them scale based off of social media. So anyway, we're gonna have a conversation tomorrow. I told her to think about a few things and we'll see what happens with it. But that could be one. I have another meeting on Thursday with another person who does social media about ways we can partner together. And then I have another meeting on the phone with people who do meal prep and like we're talking about content. And then this guy that texted me again today, he's really thinking about it. He's like, your prices are lower than most people that I've talked to and you're offering more. And I'm like, fuck, I should raise my prices. But moral of the story, 2 clients are going to happen. It just has to. But there's just a lot of moving pieces, a lot of things in the work, and I have fun, man. It feels like a video game, a business video game where I'm like, oh, let's try this, let's try that. And everything's chugging along. So, yeah, so where I'm at currently, what I'm working on, how I feel today, I feel good. It's almost 1 o'clock. I don't feel super tired. I got a little bit of more sleep yesterday, so that was good. I worked, made like $150 at work, paid for the podcast, like returned a bunch of shit to Walmart. Life hack. My car was broke, so anytime I went to Walmart, like I had to walk there. Or I could have rode the bike, but then the bike was broken. So I just bought as much stuff as I might need, and then I returned it later. So I returned like $200 worth of stuff today, and then I got to ship some car parts back that I didn't use and return that. But like what I'm getting at is I feel good. I feel on top of it. I feel like I'm gonna get my 2 clients, and once I have them, I'll manage everything else. Like I'll figure out exactly what they need, what I need to do, and it's just a growing thing. So I feel good. A few days ago, I felt real stressed. Today, good. We're solid. The last thing is that what I did today, just walked the dog, typical, did my workout, did my second workout. Walked the dog was the first workout. I didn't have food until later because I wasn't very hungry. I cleaned, I did the dishes, just a lot of housewife stuff. I did a lot of housewife stuff today. Then I worked on a few things, worked on that website a little bit more, played with Repurpose to get reposting videos reposted a second time. I saw that on an account. I was like at the store, I wanted to do a recipe that I saw on Instagram or something. So I went to their profile. Those motherfuckers, like every couple months, they just repost the same thing. And I know that big brands are doing that. For some reason, I don't do that. I haven't figured out a workflow to do that. But like I could go back through my Instagram and look at some high performing posts and then just repost those periodically. It doesn't matter. Like people have such a short attention span. And the fear is like, oh no, it doesn't. I promise it doesn't. I set up a workflow to repost from a YouTube short to TikTok, and I set up 2 of them. So one will grab the short and just post it as a TikTok, and then one will grab the short and then put it on a white background, make it a little bit smaller, and add a headline at the top so it's like more of a meme. And they post at the exact same time. The meme post consistently outperforms the non-meme post, which I think is interesting. But even though sometimes they get exact same, they cap out at 200, 300 views. Sometimes one gets 20 views and the meme one gets 4,000. Like it's just such a wacky thing. There's so much that goes into the algorithm that we can't even understand. So just fucking post. If people get annoyed, they won't, because it's like if they're meant to see it, they're going to see it. And if they get annoyed, you don't want to be posting your content for them anyway. But anyway, I played with that, trying to get that set up. I haven't got it finished yet. I don't know how I'm going to, I have it set to pull the video that I upload it into a Google Drive. And then I could set up a workflow to go from the Google Drive into the main one again. And then it just batches that content out. But I want to add a different headline and a different setup to kind of split test that more. I'm not exactly sure how we're doing that, but we're going to figure it out. Anyway, this is day 169, I think, or 170. I got to put this on YouTube. I forgot about this. I was about to go to bed. But I'll throw this on YouTube, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow for, I think, day 170. So, good luck.